welcome to the chat show presented by Weaving Stories. And in every episode, we have very interesting guest speakers. And even this time, we have a very, very energetic, very interesting, one of my favorites, Aura Bhattacharjee. Aura is a professional. She does a lot of things. It's difficult for me to explain. I'll come to her. She'll explain herself. But what I like the best about her is that she is a trained Kathak dancer and she's also a fiction writer. Welcome, Aura, to the show.
Thank you so much. That was really humbling. Thank you for the introduction.
So, Aura, how are you able to do so many things? First, you introduce yourself. What do you do as a profession?
Yeah. So, as a professional, I'm a part of enterprise architecture team of Mondelez International. So Mondelez International, I'm sure it will be very close to everyone's heart because it actually houses brands like Cadbury, Dairy Milk, Oreo, and a lot more. So what we do as enterprise architecture team is we take care of all the digitalization, innovation related projects, basically anything that has to do with cutting edge technology coming into the company, that has to go through enterprise architecture. So that's my profession. And besides that, I am passionate about writing, but it's like as a child, I used to dream of being a writer, but then there was a long gap before I could actually get back in touch with it. And when I got back in touch with it, there was no looking back. I thought I should seriously pursue this passion. So side by side, I also try publishing my writings and my books. And this is my latest book. It's called Dozen Pebbles Washed Ashore by Life. It's available on Amazon for all of you.
So how did you think of the subject, Dozen Pebbles Washed Ashore by Life? What is it about?
So it's a collection of 12 short stories. So the way I like to tell about it is consider those 12 short stories to be colorful, smooth, and short and compact, just like pebbles that you pick up. And they have been shaped by the ebb and flow of life. So those are all like little bits and pieces of life, very relatable, and they actually revolve around characters which I think we all can relate with.
You have been trained as a Kathak dancer. So as one of our viewers, Vishal, is asking, dancer versus author, which is more interesting for you?
It's a little bit tricky. First of all, hi Vishal, yeah, I saw your question, good one. Little bit tricky to choose between the two because both of those have their own importance for me. Dancing is something which I never lost touch with. So I've been dancing since I was 3-year-old. I got trained first, and then throughout my engineering, throughout my professional life, I've been dancing, I've been doing choreography, and right now I own my YouTube channel, a very dormant channel, but I just put on my choreographies over there. For dancing, it's very important for me because it's like an oxygen for me. So after a day of hard work, no matter how tired I am, if I come back and I do a little bit of choreography on my own, I know I'm refreshed again. So that's where dance is. It helps me move on. Versus as an author, I really need that peace of mind, that zen mode to actually get into writing. So I would say dancing helps me refresh my mind, and after that I can wear my author hat.
10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
I get asked this question a lot, and sometimes even directly, like whether you're going to become a full-time author instead of staying a professional. So my very clear vision as of now is that 10 years from now, I really see myself being a professional in the same domain where I am right now in Mondelez International, probably in a different designation, of course, due to usual movements. The thing is, the profession in which I am right now, that is also something which I had been struggling for, which I had been aiming for. So as a child, I was growing up in a very suburban small town in West Bengal, which was like 30 kilometers away from the main city of Calcutta. So I had to travel 2 hours up and down on train to go to coaching institute just so that I could get into a good engineering college. So this is what I really dreamt of. Now, what keeps me going at my profession is my hobby. So when I say hobby, it's dancing and writing and singing. So I just want to keep these as is. That's my plan for now.
I was coming to your favorite author actually. Who has sort of inspired you the most? Who do you like to read? Which author?
Yeah, so my favorite would be George Orwell. But my favorite books are not just limited to George Orwell's book. I mean, a lot of books actually influenced me in a lot of ways. And yes, to answer Vishal, I've read a lot of books. So I started with Satyajit Roy, Rabindranath Tagore, because I was a Bengali, and then moved to George Orwell. And then my favorite books would be, if I have to name two, definitely Animal Farm is there. But other than those collections, The Old Man and the Sea and The Little Prince.
In your life, there must have been somebody who's inspired you the most. From where has the inspiration come to Aura, who at this young age is a writer, is a Kathak dancer, is a choreographer, and is a full-time professional?
Just one word, it's my mother.
Your mother.
It's my mother.
Okay.
Because even during the times when I told you I was losing touch with writing. It's only very recently that I started writing. She was the one who would keep reminding, like, what are you doing in your leisure? Like, just because you used to dance, like we used to take you to dance classes. You learned singing for a long time. What happened to your voice? Like, practice a little bit. We are not asking you to take out too much of time, but take out maybe 5 minutes and just sing a song, just to stay in practice with it. Just dance a little, just write. So she was the one who constantly, and at times as a young adult, I used to be impatient and I would get angry at her at times that, okay, let me just live my life. But then she was the one who was constantly at it. And gradually, as I grew older, I realized how much important it was for a woman to actually encourage and empower another woman to stay in touch with her passion.
Okay.
And not lose her identity.
Okay. So, I think it was a very, very interesting discussion. We got to know so much about you. And where are you right now, Aura?
I am in Mumbai.
You're in
I
Mumbai.
work in,
okay. And where is your mother?
Oh, in fact, she was with us some time back, but she's very far away. She's in Kolkata.
Okay.
Father, mother, and everyone from my side of family is in Calcutta. And my husband is from Rajasthan. So it's really like different states and
wonderful.
We stay in Mumbai.
Okay.
Different cities.
So gratitude to your mother that she has inspired you so much. And we had a very, very interesting discussion today. And thanks to all the viewers. Thanks to Vishal for asking interesting questions. And I think we need to say bye to all the viewers. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Aura. And we will be meeting again very soon with another episode of Weaving Stories. Thank you. Bye-bye. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Care. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Sharmila.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Aura. Cheers. Bye-bye.